Hello all, Mike Heck back again. Build vlog of the Mega Hypercube. A couple great things have happened since I last vlogged. The first is that thanks to my wonderful wife, who, even though she didn't quite understand why I'm doing this, is 100% behind me, and has, with her blessing, allowed me to take my Christmas gift and basically make it this 3D printer build. So what that actually meant is that I was able to order 99 to 100% of the parts I need for this build. The other thing is that today I got what is called 2020 T aluminum. Here's what I bought. 4 of these in a pack, 600 millimeters long, 2020 T aluminum. So what I ended up doing is going off of TechCT, what's his name? Tech2C's original plans, and since his original build platform was 200 by 200 by 155, I added 105 to each axes, the X and the Y axis, and then to the Z axis I added, it basically came out to be 500 millimeters. So I had to take 100 millimeters off of 4 of these and another 187 millimeters off of some, and then additional length off of each of these. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to, on Thursday, be getting the T-square, or the T-hammer nuts, which slide into the actual 2020 aluminum T. And then I put these in here as such, and they'll join the 2 pieces of aluminum T together so that I can build my printer. And that will build the frame out. Then I get to start attaching my parts that I've already printed out. And by Friday or Monday, I should have a bunch of the remaining parts from Amazon. Some of the parts I had to actually source off of Banggood, and unfortunately that means that some of them are coming from 2 parts of China and will probably take a good 15 to 20 business days to reach me, which means that, again, this probably will not be done until early next year, assuming that I've done all of my calculations correct, don't have to reorder parts, don't have to recut parts, etc., etc. If that's true, then my first print hopefully will be end of January with the new Mega Hypercube. And the hope is that with the SKR 1.3 and the 2208 controllers for these motors, number 1, it will be quiet, and number 2, it will be able to go at 200 millimeters per second, because I'm using carbon fiber for the Y and Z carriage, and that, or X and Y carriage, that will be transporting this thing, which unfortunately this old ceramic printer hot end is not the best for weight, but it should still be able to zip around pretty darn quick. All things considered, I think I'm getting off pretty decent with price-wise. You'll notice that, by the way, that's printed off my resin printer. And the reason I ended up doing that is because there's no way to print this supportless on my current 3D printer. It actually, the bridging that I can do with the Wanahao clone is fairly poor. And I'm sure that if I spent a good deal of time and put some effort into it, I could probably get it to bridge better. But in my opinion, because it's a small part and I have a resin printer, it is easier for me to simply print this part in resin. I have had one, I'm going to have to reprint it because I did, and it's a fan shroud, and you might be able to see right there, there's a hole in it. So I did crack it when I first tried to put it on. I'm going to reprint it in my ABS-like resin and see if I can't get it to work better the second time around. And then all I have to do is pick up, there's one thing I forgot to buy, and that's the fan. Pick up the fan and then start assembling. So hopefully in the next couple times that I post a vlog or a blog on this, you'll actually be able to see the Hypercube frame put together. And if all things go well, I will have the frame and parts of the working body put together in a fair short amount of time. It's an interesting experience building your own 3D printer. It's not for everyone, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for someone who hasn't at least built their own desktop computer or is not like tech savvy, because you do end up having to do a lot of futzing with it towards the end. One of the things I'm a little concerned about is what I'm going to be printing on the actual print bed itself. As I said in my previous video, I will likely be using aluminum as the base of it, and that'll be the thing that'll be adjustable. But from there, the question is, do I get another spring steel magnetic print bed that I can print onto and then take and bend and snap the parts off, or do I go with something different this time, like glass or a mirror? Still undecided on that. The other thing I wanted to show folks today, and I'll apologize because I thought I had it right here, was I am actually continuing to work on the Jedi Temple Guard helmet. And I have printed out an additional part to that, and I'm currently printing another part for it. So I should have the full front of the face mask done hopefully in the next 2-3 days. So next time I come on and give you a update or a build vlog, I'll probably show that off a little bit, as long as it glues together well and doesn't look horrible when I'm done. With that, I will say please stay safe, stay healthy, and we will talk with you all later. Have a great night.